Friends mistake Premier Inn for Northern Lights. I mean, I know those places blare out purple lights and things, but they're not that bright, are they? Has Lenny Henry turned the goddamn Premier Inn lights up? Yes, this is r/SlowNewsDay, a collection of news stories that are not Donald Trump does anything or all the rubbish news that you're like, oh, the world is coming to an end. This is just some fun stuff. There's fun news. I like fun news, so let's look at some fun news. John says he's always preferred good old-fashioned English grub over anything else. Grown adult man refuses to eat anything other than chips while on holiday. John likes crisps. John doesn't like anything other than crisps. John may be slightly on the spectrum, perhaps, if he brought that many crisps with him on holiday. Now, for example, if you were going to a jungle and there was nothing to eat there really, apart from bugs and fruits that may kill you or may not, or may give you a lovely time and a bit of a trip, I could understand if you were buying crisps and going on and doing that, but you'd also bring other food. This man needs help. He eats too many crisps. I also like the fact that he brought his own Alberto Balsam hair conditioner. It's a nice little touch. Man who called 999 after eating too much kebab, among most inappropriate calls. Paramedics revealed they received around 188 non-emergency calls a day last year. But to be fair, if they'd eaten too much kebab and were full of kebab and that, I don't know, maybe it's not an emergency call, but good God, your toilet, you might need a plumber. That's probably who you should have called. Should have called a plumber preemptively for the next day. Very important news, Cathedral Peregrine and Pigeon in standoff on tower. Eli Cathedral Peregrine and Pigeon in a standoff. I wonder which one won. Did the Peregrine Falcon, apex predator of the skies, or a pigeon which can't build a nest? I wonder which one won. Baked beans on toast can form part of a healthy diet. Yes, but if you only eat baked beans on toast, that's not a healthy diet. I'm not judging, by the way. My diet is shocking and appalling, but there's a lot of sodium in them. Also, I don't understand the British obsession with beans on toast. It's actually not nice. Beans are kind of like mushy, sandy, kind of like pebbles of disappointment covered in tomato sauce that doesn't taste enough like tomatoes and is too runny. And then you put that on bread and you're like, oh, but it's lovely crunchy bread. It's not crunchy bread because you've just soaked it in effectively tomato water. It's disgusting and I will fight you. Man finds smooth Mars bar without signature ripple. Harry Seeger posted a photo of his find on Facebook. It's slightly disconcerting, isn't it? But it's also, I want to have one. I want to see if the ripples make a difference in my Mars bar eating experience. I do need to get out more, you're quite right. American TikTok traveller cries over French people speaking French in France. American people, if you've never been to France before, it will be a bit of a culture shock. You think, oh yeah, those Europeans, they're so nice. They all speak English out there. You're right, they do. They do speak English. They just choose not to towards you if they don't like you. And if you're speaking English as an American or a British person, they probably don't like you. So just be prepared for that. Good old GB News. UK goes woke as average Briton ditches late nights for early mornings by going to sleep 20 minutes earlier than 2020. Now, GB News, you're awful to start with, but beyond that, in 2020 we were all locked inside. We had nocturnal sleep schedules. We didn't really go to work anywhere near as much. That's why we went to bed late. I once drank an entire 10-pack of Budweiser over the course of a night and then into the morning in 2020 because we all lived like feral hogs. We all had no concept of time. We lived in pajamas. It was an awful time. And so, yes, we are going to bed earlier because we have to, and we've decided that that lifestyle isn't very good for us. The Grantham Journal, absolute bastion of news and current events. Big cat spotted in village. I don't know if I'd say that's a big cat particularly. It's larger than average given the context clues, but it's not particularly huge. But yeah, that's a big cat. It's objective reporting at the very least, isn't it? Now Gen Z are waging war on our sandwiches. How younger Brits are ditching English classics like ham and mustard in favour of fancy woke fillings. Daily Mail, you are an awful newspaper again. But yeah, we don't want to eat like the bombs are still falling. We don't need to do that. Also, we have our own autonomy, and ham and mustard is very nice if you get good quality ham and good quality mustard. But can you let us eat what we want, please? That would be nice. Mel B said, I was so broke I went to Lidl to save cash. Yes, Mel B, we all do this. We all go to Lidl because... Well, actually, we all go to Lidl because of the bakery, quite frankly. I like the chocolate chip cookies they do. They're very nice. And the jam-filled fucking jam-filled donuts. That's the word. It's very nice. You should go to Lidl. This isn't an advertisement for Lidl, but Lidl is a good shop. I've recorded 3 of these now on the trot. This is the 4th, and I think I might be going Delali. And I think we will end on this one because it's very important. Edinburgh Airport passenger only had 7 minutes to down 5 a.m. pint due to queues. So they queued up at the security, realised it was going to take them longer than they thought to get through security, so they could only have 7 minutes to buy a pint and down it. Now, if that's not sad, I don't really know what is. I used to like a 5 a.m. pint at the airport, but do you know what? If I missed it, it was okay. I think they need to chill out, relax, and maybe just have a shot of whiskey if you really need that. Anyway, that will do it for r/SlowNewsDay. That was a nice collection of slow newses. I might have been slightly wrong in my estimation that these were going to be nice and wholesome, non-political news stories. However, it is what it is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again. If you enjoy the video, smash the ever-loving share button, like, subscribe, and the share buttons. I think you can get annoyed at your uncle on Facebook to go and smash them for you or something like that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again, and bye for now.